ladies and gentlemen, huge, interesting, all kinds of news coming out of the independent wrestling scene this week. We're gonna take a break away from the mainstream stuff because this is a big time of year for the independent stuff. You know, we've got the anniversary of Ring of Honor coming up. Chikara's getting their stuff hot and heavy going. So we're gonna start
hot and heavy.
Hot and heavy. So we're gonna start with you, Kevin Hawk.
I've got some upcoming dates.
All right.
Basically, this is just a slight recap of everything I said last week.
Nothing's really changed as far as show dates come.
Beyond Wrestling is doing King of Arts Sunday, March 1st. We've got the WSU and CZW Deadly Doubleheader anniversary shows on the 21st. We've got Pro Wrestling Syndicate's Refuse to Lose 2015. That's going to be on the 21st as well in Rahway, New Jersey. And we had Chikara's next two upcoming shows on March 7th, Out on a Limb. We talked about how Devastation Corporation is going to defend the tag team championships against Osirian Portal. They have added Chuck Taylor versus Trevor Lee in a first-time meeting at Chikara. And then the next day at Alter Egos in Norfolk, Virginia on the 8th, we have Icarus defending the Grand Championship against Noggin. And we've now added Ultramantis Black versus Volgar to the card. First we've heard of him since the last season finale.
Yeah. Interesting.
But most importantly, we've got two very, very short and upcoming shows. By the time you're watching this has probably already passed. But it is Friday the 20th in Cleveland, Ohio. We have AIW's I Choose You, where we've been announcing Donst defends the Absolute Championship against Ricky Shane Page, and Colt Cabana versus Chris Sabin, and Eddie Kingston versus Ethan Page in a Dream Partners tag team match.
Has there been?
It's going to be saved until the show.
Cool. I dig it.
But we also do know that this is going to be the AIW debut of Grado. If you have no idea who this Grado character is, look him up. He is funny as shit.
And he is...
His shit was really, really funny.
He's one of Colt Cabana's favorite guys right
and
now.
Colt Cabana is his favorite guy. So, they're going to be on the show together. So, I think
funny
hilarity is going to be...
funny.
ensue. We got the tag team titles are going to be on... first we got a six-man tag match. Josh Prohibition and Johnny Gargano and Alex something or other, I can't remember your last name, sorry, I've never seen you before, are going to go 3 against 3 against Dudes on TV. Zima Ion, Ethan Carter, and Raymond Rowe has joined their posse.
Yeah, I think EC3 and DJZ are... They got a decent partner on their team.
We know Davey Vega will defend the Intense title in a 4-way match. And then we have a 4-way tag team match to determine the AIW tag team champions. The Forgotten of BJ Whitmer and Jimmy Jacobs to face the Beaver Boys. They're going to go against 2 Infinity, which is Cheech and Colin Delaney, and the Batiri in a 4 corners match.
Interesting.
There's also going to be a 6-women's tag team match involving Veda Scott. And a match that I'm excited that it got announced. Cliff Compton versus Brian Myers.
Hell yeah.
So we got Domino versus Kurt Hawkins.
I dig that.
Gonna happen.
Very nice.
A week later, and one day, on Saturday the 28th, AAW's The Art of War. I've been hyping this up. Kingston versus Davey Richards for the AAW title. We also learned that we're going to have Zero Gravity versus the Hooligans in a TLC match. And Allison Kay is going to debut. They've also added the return of Silas Young versus Matt Cage, Ricochet versus Josh Alexander, and Jimmy Jacobs versus Ethan Page.
Nice.
So that's it for those upcoming dates. Glad to hear more matches announced.
Definitely.
We'll have results for you next week.
Yeah.
For at least some of them.
And you said that AIW show is on the 28th?
Yes.
Well, almost a month later, on the 27th of March, Ring of Honor is going to be having a Super Card of Honor 9. And the first person that has been officially signed to show up on the card will be Jushin Thunder Liger. That'll be Friday, March 27th in Redwood City, California.
Right in the same neck of the woods as Mania.
Yeah, it's actually,
WrestleCon.
It's actually the day we leave to go to California to set up for Mania. And then a few weeks before that, we do have the 13th anniversary of Ring of Honor. Go back to last week and get
it's
the
rundown.
rundown.
In Vegas, right?
Yes, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Sin City.
So go back to last week's Indy news for the entire card there. We'll be talking more probably pretty soon if they add more matches.
Yeah. All right, but the big exciting news this week is Chikara starting a new tournament called Challenge of the Immortals. Or
hashtag COTI15.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mike Quackenbush.
Because that was going to be a pain to type out every time you wanted to hashtag that.
That's a lot of characters. That's like half your tweet right there.
So basically what they did is Mike Quackenbush has picked 10 team captains based off of Chikara performances or whatnot. I have no idea. Really, nobody does. But he picked...
He's Mike Quackenbush. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah. He picked Dasher Hatfield, Chuck Taylor, Hollowwicked, Ultramanus Black, Juan Francisco de Coronado, Max Smashmaster, Jakob Hammermeyer, surprising choice, Princess Kimberly, and both members of the Osirian Portal, Amasis and Ophidian.
My boys.
So the first thing right off the bat that I thought was interesting is that the Osirian Portal cannot be together.
I think that's interesting. You know, they've always had a competitive nature, which really lends itself to their tag team, because if they're able to fight each other and still be friends, it really adds to the tag team dynamic.
Yeah. So basically the idea is that these 10 team captains would be put in a random drawing to determine a draft order. Each person would draft 3 people to their team, making them teams of 4. Throughout the year, each of these teams will be facing each other team twice.
It's a round robin, right?
Yeah, in 2 different kinds of matches. Basically, if you say your first match is going to be an Atomicos 4 versus 4, then your next match has to be a trios, a tag, a singles, something different.
Or some combination of those 4 types of matches. And it can't be the same type of match back to back.
It's going to be a tag team match while a singles match is going on also in the ring.
That would be...
I wouldn't put it past them.
Interesting. I kind of want to see that.
And whichever team by the end of the year has accumulated the most points,
which each victory is worth 1 point,
they get basically a guaranteed title shot for the Grand Championships. And I'm guessing this probably also lends itself to the Campeones de Brejas.
Yeah, what Mike Quackenbush called it was the golden opportunity. If you want a Grand Championship match but don't have enough points, use your golden opportunity. Likewise goes for Campeones de Parejas, maybe even, I don't know, maybe a shot at the Young Lions Cup?
I would say maybe, but at the same time, that doesn't require any points.
No.
So,
also, isn't this separate from the regular point system?
Yes, absolutely. The regular singles and tag team point system does not count when these matches are in play.
Yeah.
So, per se, if someone from Chuck Taylor's team beats somebody from Ophidian's team, per se, if they have points garnered towards the Campeones de Brejas, they don't lose those points.
And whoever wins on Chuck Taylor's team doesn't gain a point towards title contention.
Yeah, they just gain a point towards the tournament victory. Yeah. Alright, so we had the draft happening via Twitter a couple days ago, and the order of team captains was announced as Smashmaster. Max Smashmaster first, Dasher Hatfield second, Ultramantis Black follows, then Chuck Taylor, Hollowwicked, Jakob Hammermeyer, Amasis Ophidian, Juan Francisco de Coronado, and Princess Kimberly got last place. So
saving the best for last.
Chikara has a really deep roster. If you think about everybody, a lot of the guys from the Flood, the Colony, Colony Extreme Force, a lot of different people, singles wrestlers, and all the champions are up for grabs. So Max Master gets the first pick, and he picks his tag team partner, Blaster McMassive.
Like you do.
Yeah. Dasher Hatfield follows in suit the same way, picks Mr. Touchdown.
Like you do.
Ultramantis Black then kind of changes things up and picks Batiri member Kodama.
Alright.
Which, I mean, the Spectral Envoy and the Batiri had a lot of problems over the past years, but because of the Flood, they've kind of united, and Ultramantis Black maybe handing out the olive branch or something here. Chuck Taylor picking the first wild card pick, somebody who's not really officially on the Chikara roster, Legal Eagle Drew Gulak.
That's a good pick.
Yeah. Hollowwicked, as predictable as it is, picks Frightmare, his partner.
As you do.
Jakob Hammermeyer, rather than picking somebody from the BDK directly, his first pick was Soldier Ant.
Which is, he wants Soldier Ant to be in the BDK.
Masas picks Fire Ant.
Good pick.
Ophidian picks the ex-Grand Champion Eddie Kingston.
Even better pick.
Juan Francisco de Coronado picks Mr. Azerbaijan of the Block Party.
Bad pick.
Boo. And Princess Kimberly picks her dear friend Jervis Cottonbelly.
That's a good pick.
Alright, then we started the second round of the draft. Max Smash Master picked Oberian of the Batiri. So we know the Batiri has been separated. Dasher Hatfield then picks the Chikara Grand Champion, who I'm actually surprised didn't go as a first round draft pick, Icarus.
Reforming the Golden Trio from King Trees.
Yeah. And then as sort of a retaliatory act, Ultramantis Black then picks Devastation Corporation member Flex Rumble Crunch. Chuck Taylor, again, going the path that we can kind of predict he's going down, picks freshly squeezed Orange Cassidy.
I love Orange Cassidy.
In a wild card pick, if there ever was one, second round draft pick for Hollow Wicked goes to Silver Ant.
Alright.
Basically deciding, rather than picking an alliance, picking probably one of, if not the most solid wrestler on the Chikara roster.
Yeah.
Jakob Hammermeyer then picks Knockin', BDK loyalist.
Absolutely.
Amasis picks Fire Ant's partner, Worker Ant, keeping the colony together, minus Silver Ant. Ophidian picks the current Rey de Voladores, Shinron.
Dude.
Making two Rey de Voladores champions on the same team.
Oh, shit. I didn't even think about that.
Juan Francisco de Coronado picks Parakash Sabar, a.k.a. ex-Pakistan. If you didn't read, Juan Francisco tweeted earlier right before the draft saying that, spoiler alert, I'm not picking any Americans.
Alright.
Princess Kimberly then made a move that sort of confuses me, but at the same time, they kind of fit in the same category of happy-go-lucky guys in the Chikara roster. She picks El Hijo del Ice Cream. Not Ashley Remington. One half of the ice creams.
I was waiting for that one.
Kimberly. Here we get a big movement from Chuck Taylor and Cindy Bacabella. Do not draft the turtle. Which you might agree with, because you're not a big fan of Steve the Turtle Wiener.
Hashtag don't draft the turtle.
So Max Smash
Get
Master
that trending.
then picks Oleg the Usurper as his third and final draft pick.
The Onion Eater.
Yes. Dasher Hatfield rounds out his perfect trio with the young Lioness Cup champion Heidi Lovelace.
That's an awesome team.
Ultramantis Black then again, in a way to stick it to the Wrecking Crew's team, picks Jaka the Savage. Chuck Taylor rounds out his trio by saying that he picks Jolly Roger. Just kidding. J-Ro sucks. I pick Swamp Monster. Hollow Wicked rounds his team out with Blind Rage, former tag team partner and member of the Spectral Envoy. Jakob Hammermeyer predictably picks Pinky Sanchez, the other member of the BDK.
Yep.
Mosses rounds the colony out with Smooth Sailing Ashley Remington.
That's the one I was looking for.
Yeah. Ophidian picks Chikara newcomer straight from the Wrestle Factory, Argus. Juan Francisco de Coronado completes the block party by picking the Proletariat Boar of Moldova, and Princess Kimberly then completes Los Ice Creams by picking Ice Cream Jr. Right off the bat, then Sidney Bacabella and Ultramantis Black getting in a tissy fit over, oh, you took the guy from the Batiri that I wanted, and they're like, oh, well, you took the other member of the Devastation Corporation. And because of this, Mike Quackenbush instituted there will be a 48-hour trade leeway period in which the only trades made were Ultramantis Black and Max Smashmaster did trade Oberian for Flex Rumble Crunch, so the Batiri are reunited, so are the Devastation Corporation as a whole. And then the other two Wrecking Crew members from their teams, Jaka and Oleg, have been switched. Apparently, Sidney Bacabella more concerned with having Jaka on his team, thinking that that gives him a better chance of success. Oleg not happy with that thought.
Yeah.
That he's now being cast aside. He's on the back burner of the Wrecking Crew here.
Well, and they've been teasing the breakup of Oleg and Jaka for a while now, too. So this is just going to lend to Oleg not being too happy about that.
Yeah. So, Ultramantis Black's one request is please drop the onion fetish. And
So we have Ultraman as Black, the Batiri, and Oleg.
yeah, to me that's an outstanding team.
That is a badass.
As long as they can stay as a unit cohesively.
Oleg is going to be the hard one to control.
So yeah, those are the teams. Fantastic choices. Go to
well, actually, we'll type out the teams.
Chikara's Facebook page. They have the completed roster, I think, of the teams.
I'll put a link to that instead of typing them all out.
This basically sets the pace for the entire year. Leading up, there are multiple shows in the UK, followed by coming back to the US, and running the rest of the year. This basically leads, I don't even know how to think out 2 times every single pair of these teams facing each other.
Yeah.
That's like a ton of matches.
It is.
So, at this point, they've got their year set.
I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, I'm interested.
This is very cool.
It's a new idea. I want to steal it. Thanks for watching Indy News. There's buttons down below us.
Yeah.
Like, favorite, and subscribe.
Those are great buttons to click.
Mm-hmm.
There's also other buttons that lead to our Twitters, our Facebook, our emails.
I think those buttons are called links.
But if you click them,
Not to be confused with the right link.
Yeah.
yes,
Or a link from Legend of Zelda.
but you can click them
Or
with your
Linkin
mouse
Park.
button. Yeah.
So yeah, check us out on Facebook. We got lots of cool stuff. We
Yeah.
got
Facebook's fun.
daily wrestling knowledge being dropped on your domes.
Yeah.
Every weekend there's a trivia question.
Yep.
If you guess it right, you get a pat on the back from yourself as a prize. Tweet us. Emails. We got an email.
Yeah.
fencetalkwrestling@gmail.com.
And
Right?
there's someone's personal email down there. Yeah.
Yeah. I just got a tablet too, so.
What?
Personal tablet email.
No,
He
but
can email you wherever he wants in his house.
Skype me in real life.
Yeah.
I don't have Skype yet, but I'll probably get there eventually.
There you go.
I'm slow to technology.
Yeah.
Fuck's a computer.
You don't need anything like that. You have all your knowledge in your head.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to Google shit. Don't Google shit.
Yeah, don't.
That's dirty.
Never
Try
do
to-
that.
Probably a lot of bad pictures.
Yeah, this is stuff you don't want to see.
On that being said, that's our advice for you. Like
Don't-
us, comment us, subscribe to
Other
our Facebook
videos.
page,
Us.
email us, and don't Google shit.
Yeah.
Yep.
And other videos. Us.
Yeah. Yeah.
What he said.
Yep.
Those
and,
other videos, that's us.
and if you subscribe,
You'll just
new
automatically
videos
find
every
out.
Yeah.
and if you like our Facebook
I was
page,
gonna say 2 new videos every week, but we do way more than that.
yeah,
5. 6 on occasion.
5 to 6 videos.
6 if there's a pay-per-view
That's
this
like
week.
a lot of content.
We're dropping some heavy loads on you. Hashtag don't Google shit.
Yeah.
See you guys at episode 37.
Later, guys.